Alright, we are here with episode 42 of the Outstanding Comic Blender. See, that's what happens when you put outstanding or spectacular before your name. It makes it sound much better than it really is.
Sure.
Like Sensational Spider-Man.
Yeah, true. Amazing Spider-Man.
It is amazing.
I don't know about that.
Anyways.
But we have a lot of good comics this week, all the way from World War Hulk to the new, ongoing series of Thor to Black Canary, Captain America. The list just goes on and on.
It is a great week for comic books.
It's always a great week. But, hey, why don't you shoot us an email at comicblender@bobscomics.com.
That's right.
Tell us what you think about the show. Send us questions. Geek of the Week pictures. We send you a free year subscription to the comic of your choice.
It's a great time to get free comic books, especially since most of them are $4 now.
Oh, true.
And
true.
They are all awesome.
Correct.
So, well, not all of them, but most of them.
A little bit of it. But again, comicblender@bosscomics.com. Shoot us an email. Let's just jump into it, man. I'll start it off because I usually do. This week I picked Uncanny X-Men 488, Endangered Species Chapter 2.
There can't ever be anything wrong with Uncanny.
Not when Ed Brubaker's doing the writing. Ed Brubaker and LaRocca. I think that's his. I can't find the first name.
Salvador LaRocca.
Salvador LaRocca doing the imagery here on this comic. Very, very clean, very nicely presented. I really like Ed Brubaker. I'm a big fan of Ed Brubaker and never get enough of him. Captain America, Iron Fist, Daredevil. List goes on and on. He's just a champ. Pretty much what's going on, guys. I don't know if we haven't explained the whole endangered species saga right now.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty much it's a two-part. It's like a 2-in-1 story in each X-Men title right now.
Right.
You get the Uncanny X-Men story, and then the second half of it's the endangered species part of it.
Yeah.
Endangered species is alright right now.
It's still building
up.
momentum.
You have 17 parts to build up. So.
Yeah.
But let me jump into Uncanny right now. The team right now that's rocking a joint is Warpath, Hazaba, and Storm. They're searching these warlocks. These warlocks are killing off these mutants. You don't know too much what they're doing. They're killing them, trying to get some type of I guess they're scientifically studying the mutant gene right now, and they're trying to find Magneto. And pretty much the warlocks are just killing humans right now. They're testing this new mutant gene. They're trying to reproduce. Because
they're trying to repopulate the planet with more mutants since there's only like 200 of them left.
And so the team, Storm, Warpath, and Hazaba are just looking for what's going on right now. And some pretty good action. Warpath's a killer character.
Yeah,
he's a little wrestle with some alligators in the sewers. Gotta love it.
And you thought they were a myth.
And right. So check out Uncanny.
Warpath proved it.
So I love where it's going. It's on part 2. Hopefully it picks up a lot more in the next couple of issues. Next issue is X Factor. I want to say
next week.
X Factor issue number 21. So check it out. It's part 3 in the Endangered Species set.
You never go wrong with some Peter David action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Peter David. Anyways, right on. Well, I'm amazingly enough not covering anything X-Men today. Because I'm gonna. Yeah, you.
I dropped on.
You swooped down and got it. I'm rocking the American version, number 16. Stephen T. Siegel is writing, and Becky Cloonan is still doing some delightful pencils for this one. A little cartoony style, nothing too detailed and serious, just a fun read. Basically, if you have been following, you know that Adam and Vanessa have met in Rio and decided that they're going to travel around the world as a explorative kind of thing, trying to find themselves and see where they really want to do with themselves and how they really feel about each other and things around them. You find them in Japan now, and they find room and board with an old college buddy of Vanessa's named Tanya. She is basically an exchange student in Japan, and she exchanged room and board for English lessons and bathroom cleaning. So that was kind of interesting. You can't do that in America most times. Anyways, that's how they get set up there. The couple that they're rooming in, the house that they're staying in while they're visiting, they're kind of like sticklers for premarital like relations and stuff. And they're like, okay, you're in this room and you're in this room, you know, and they're like all over it, you know. It's like, hey, what are you doing here? Get in your room, kind of thing. Okay. They're still kind of learning English, so their Brooklyn English is pretty funny to read as they're cursing these kids out. But it's pretty cool. Adam has a sister back home in America named Cindy, and she is involved with this. I guess I'll just go ahead and say it. It's just a she-man named Mel. She got involved with this woman dude, but basically it was a woman, now it's a dude kind of thing. Cindy didn't know that Mel was a Melanie before, and she kind of fell in love before they really went too far with it, and now she's kind of troubled in the head whether she's supposed to deal with this person still or not, and it's just funny how everything kind of opens up. Very funny. It's like not necessarily like Simpsons funny, but it kind of has a dark humor to it. It's a lot of fun if you want to check that out. Something different for you. Find a new page of the comic all the time. So check American Virgin out. It's always fun.
I like it.
What else you got, Captain?
I only got 2 words for you. Bracket-boom!
Bracket-boom!
You
I knew that was going to come up
you knew I was going to do it, man. I was like, you saw, obviously, the electrifying Michael Turner cover from Thor issue #1 from Marvel came off on our shelves, and it was a great issue, as you can hear Bob yelling in the background. Michael Straczynski, my favorite. Remember, I had a problem saying his name.
Straczynski,
dude, I think
you're growing up.
I'm growing up, man. And Oliver Coipel from House of M. House of M artist. He is the god amongst gods. Talking about gods, though.
He's the guy. He's the guy to go to.
Yes, exactly. So, pretty much, you know, Thor is back. This past 2 weeks, people have been asking me, is he a clone? Clone? No, he's not a clone. They're not going to make an ongoing series on a clone. This is the real Thor, and Donald Blake, his alter ego, is back in business. You know, I can look past the whole new costume, because Straczynski does some spectacular writing in this one. Pretty much, for people that don't know where Thor's been, he's been trapped in the non-existence, where it's called the Void. And I think it's his alter. I think it's Donald Blake, his spirit's pretty much telling him, saying, "Hey, you have a right, because you're a god. You have a right to come back on Earth if you want to."
Yeah, well, because with Ragnarok happening before, that was actually the last Ragnarok that was going to happen. So therefore, Valhalla ceased to exist. So he's stuck in the void.
So yeah, he has the option, and you know, his alter ego Donald Blake is telling him, "Hey, if you don't come back to Earth, some big event's going to happen, and if he doesn't show up, Earth is doomed." So, you know, they already got, you know, big war coming from the first issue, giving you a little flavor, a little taste of it. And, you know, you even get some Thor action. You know, you even get some fighting in the first issue. And it's, I think it's going to be good. I really enjoyed the first issue.
Yeah, as long as they keep the same creative team through the entire, at least first run of the book, I mean, it'll be pretty sweet. Nice first story arc with Straczynski and Coipel doing it. I'll be happy.
Yeah, Straczynski's determined. You know, whenever he gets on a comic, he stays on there for 5 years. Amazing Spider-Man, for instance. But Thor, hopefully he stays on Thor, because the first issue was rocking.
The only change I wouldn't mind if he loses the thermal scale mail thing. I mean, what's going on with that?
I can look past that.
You can?
Yeah, I can. Well, maybe see through it. Maybe check out his biceps a little bit.
Maybe you're not alone in that. Maybe.
So yeah, Thor issue #1. Check it out. Very good comic.
Right on. As you know, I've been really following this series very closely. It's very exciting, but it's very disappointing at the same time that the Punisher Max Presents Barracuda did come to an end this week with the 5th of a 5-issue run. It has been very exciting. Garth Ennis, as you know, has been writing it. And the clever and talented Gorian Parlov been doing the pencils for us here. He brings a lot of characteristics to the book that you might miss out if it was a contemporary artist. As you've known before, that this comic did get extremely vulgar and bloody.
Explicit content.
Very explicit content is in this book. You do need to be 18 if you want to check this out. Maybe 17 if you're in Texas. But it's a lot of fun. They do close it off, and they do trail off with hopes that you will be seeing Punisher